onekanite guthi na mbere na guthiniriria bata wa undu uyu gukorwo ukihimbirio akiuga ati ino ni njira imwe ya gutigirira ati hindi iria bururi wekuria na makiria wagia na irio ciaguo ni hindi twakorwo twahurana na ng'aragu ni turambikite hema itu kaunti-ini ya Kirinyaga na turakuhaririria riboti ino nikanite kurahura sekta ya urimi guku bururi-ini na arimi matiganite matitigitwo na thutha gutigirira ati ni manyitanira na thirikari niguo gwetha njira njeru cia gukinyaniria undu uyu ni monanio-ini ma urimi na kuria twambikite hema haha arimi magitutariria njira njeru iria mathugundite cia gutigirira undu uyu no wakinyira na
tractor you see at the far end there is what we call a trenching machine. It's a trencher. The purpose of that trencher is to cut trenches for laying pipes for irrigation or for drainage or for furrow drainage.
Haha ni mashini iria irahuthiria murimi wira na njira nene muthuri Tinyaga agithie na mbere na gutariria na njira ndikiru.
The second tractor behind us is what we call a planter. Those farmers with large plantations can be able to carry out their planting in a very short precise period of time. As I've told you earlier, we are dwelling on capital intensive machinery, labor. So this is a planter which can enable you to be able to plant your maize seedlings as well as the same time it will drop fertilizer.
Uhoro nduri hau Nyaga agathi na mbere na gutariria ati
have what we call the corn harvester. This is a machine for harvesting maize. We have planted the maize, it has grown, now we need to harvest it. As you have seen earlier on in the clips, this machine can be able to harvest 2 rows of maize at the same time. So it's able to suck in the maize stalk through this channel. This is one line of maize, this is another line of maize. So it's able to suck in the stalk of the maize with the cob, shred the cob, shred the stalk, and only take the cob, the maize cob, without its coverings.
Simon Warui ni murimi na mutarani aha gitutariria uria ehotorete gutigirira ati urimi ni wahuthira njira njeru itemini ria gutigirira ati bururi wa Kenya niwe kwamura kuma minyororo-ini ya wagi wa irio miaka iguka.
Kuhimbiria is a company that is interested in boosting agriculture in the country, especially by lowering the cost of production using technology.
Warui ni ahithuritie ati bururi wa Kenya urutaga gicunji kinini kia mucere guku akiuga ati mucere muingi uria uthikaga bururi-ini ni wa bururi-ini man.
At the moment production, and there is a reason as to why we are doing that. The main reason is because Kenya is a rice deficit country. We are consuming about a quarter of the, we are producing about a quarter of the rice that we consume here. 3/4 is imported. And the reason as to why people prefer the imported rice, one of the reasons is that imported rice is cheaper.
Riu ni mokite na mashini iria mathondekete na iria irerikana ni cia kuhuthia wira wa uhandi wa mucere na ningi kuibaibia gikabu kia magetha maya.
Lower the cost of production to the extent to about less than 10%, because ordinarily it takes between 6 to 11,000 to transplant conventionally, that is through the usual method, manual method.
Mwene-ini wake murugamiriri wa monanio maya Peter Dungu agatutamaniria muhwa wake iguru rigie urimi na njira njeru ciaguo.
The future of agriculture actually is in technology and mechanization, and that is why even if you look the theme for this particular expo was reinventing agriculture through climate smart solutions and technology. So technology is going to play a very important role in terms of improving or taking agriculture to the next level.
Peter Dungu ni atariria ati thirikari ni yagite kwaga kunyitanira na nyitite mioro hamwe na arimi matiganite riria maratua matua maria megie urimi undu uria endekithitie ati no cenjie na njira nene magetha korwo thirikari no itikire kumathikiriria.
But the only problem is that they don't involve the stakeholders in the sector, because we are the people who actually understand the market properly, and it would be very, very wise for them to come through us so that we can actually guide them on what is actually required in terms of even the products. What types of fertilizers do the farmers want? What kind of technologies do the farmers want? This can only happen when there is partnership between the private sector and the government.
Mwena-ini wake Julius Mwaina uria ni muikariri giti wa monanio maya agitutariria ati arimi magitikira kuoya njira ici njeru na gucihuthira no magunike kumanaga na urimi uria maratabania gwa kahinda gaka. Mĩario yake ikinyitwo mbaru ni Miriam Nyoro.
We as farmers, we are adapting those new technology in agriculture, which may help farmers in terms of management decisions, when to use the product, which product to be used, what's the problem in the soil, and the problems in the crops. So it to become easier for the farmer to make a decision when they adapt technology.
When the government and other stakeholders come in, they are able to make agriculture progress. And when we produce, you see, the more we farm, the more land put into agriculture, the more production, and therefore we are assured of food security. Arita njira ya gutigirira urimi ni weyukiriria guku bururi-ini anyitite mioro hamwe na arimi ni magomanite hamwe kigomano-ini kia hamwe kia monanio gutigirira ati ni marira njira itiganite cia gutigirira ati ni mahura njeki sector ya urimi. Ngiribotera Muthingi TV kuma mwena wa Mwea kaunti-ini ya Kirinyaga Eriuki wa Duati. Haya ni riboti njegeo na ngatho cia mwanya kuri mundu gwitwo Bashia ni gutigirira ati mbica icio ni ciakinyirana na njira ya wagiriru. Tugithi na mbere ni ati